This is Dr. Steve. Feel inspired.
This show is going to change your life.
Feel connected. Feel better.
Feel better is not just a slogan for the show. It's actually a challenge, a mission, and a promise from me to you to help you live a healthier life.
This is Dr. Steve.
Well, if you have it, you know that there's nothing worse than a face full of acne. It can really affect your self-esteem. But there's new information about acne, what helps, and what makes it worse. Joining me now to talk about that is Dr. Eric Schweiger. Eric, good to see you.
Hi, nice to see you.
All right, so you actually have a practice that's just dedicated to acne. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so in November of last year, I opened what's called the Clear Clinic, which is our dedicated acne treatment center. It's located in Manhattan, and it's catered to just patients with acne.
And the idea was that you saw a need because you didn't feel like, or you felt like it needed more attention than it was getting?
Yeah, well, there are 50 million Americans with acne, and 75% have never been to a dermatologist. And they're off on their own using online or Dwayne Reed and trying to fight acne alone. And I really wanted to get the word out that there was a place to go for these patients.
Right, and a lot of the treatments are covered by insurance.
Exactly. Most treatments are covered by insurance, so they just have a copay, and we do quick treatments like cortisone injections. We also do medicines that are prescription and recommend over-the-counter treatments as well.
All right, let's talk a little bit about acne, because it's really not just a teenage problem, is it?
It's absolutely not. About half of my patients are adults with acne, so 20s and 30s, and they're fighting other problems besides acne when they're getting older, but it's still a main issue.
Right. Well, let's talk for a minute about diet, because that's the big thing. What did we used to think about diet and acne, and what do we know now?
So for years, dermatologists would tell patients there is no correlation between acne and diet, but new research is coming out that suggests there is a correlation. And what they're showing is the glycemic index, or the glycemic load, is correlated with acne. So foods that are high in carbohydrates, like starches or pastas or potatoes, may actually increase breakouts.
Right. Well, this is what acne patients have been saying for years, right? They say, when I eat a certain food, I don't care what my dermatologist says, when I eat a certain food, it causes me to break out. And they've known that. Let's talk about the role of sugar, particularly, and insulin, and how that works.
So acne is caused by several factors. One of those is hormones, and when you eat a high glycemic index food like a starch, it can cause a spike in the insulin levels, and that actually can increase the oil gland production, which can increase acne levels.
Right, so what you eat definitely has an impact, so I want people to know that. But another thing also is your weight. Yeah. Your weight can actually play a role as well.
Yeah, there was a study done recently that said obesity was correlated with acne, and that was more in females than males, but definitely eating healthy can lead to better skin.
All right, so for the average person that is watching right now who's suffering from acne, what do you want them to know? Because they may not be able to afford treatments, or they may think that they've gone too far behind the 8 ball. It's like, this is never going to go away. What do you want them to know?
Well, I think the average person should know that there are treatments out there that are affordable. At the Clear Clinic, we're $95 if you don't have insurance. But all across the country, dermatologists are, take insurance for patients with acne, and also they can be proactive and incorporate diet into their acne fighting regimen.
All right, Dr. Eric Schweiger, thanks so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, coming up, it's hard.